Alright, that's audio, that's video. Let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Newbie Rumble. Round 4.5 edition? 4.5 edition. This should be match number 4, Sunny Lemonade's Minotaur versus Takir's Baneling. It is the second match of the second round. And yeah, everything should be good. So let's get into it. Actually, we should get into it, but before that, the Minotaur was coming in at 90,000 materials. It had no detections on it. The AI was on the deck. I didn't think that was going to be a particularly interesting video to record, so I've stuck this tower on the top with some anti-missiles and some detections. I stuck laser-guided missiles down here. Do they work underwater? I genuinely don't know. It'll be fun to find out. I put the original AI, no idea what it was set to, inside, on top of the engine in here, inside an applique box. So those are the changes. It comes in at 120,000 now. Still a good portion under the Baneling. Shouldn't be any upsets from it. If there are, I'm... Ooh, is that me biasing it to say that if the Baneling doesn't win, I'll restart? It's hard to say. I might... Tell you what, if the Baneling doesn't win, I'll do another match against the OG Minotaur and we'll see who wins. But this shouldn't be strong enough to beat the Baneling anyway. This should be more for the fun of it than anything, but we'll see what happens. Early exchange of shots, but it doesn't look like much has happened yet. Oh, the missiles are stalling. And shot down by the torpedo defense of all things. Baneling looks like it's actually taken some hits from the Minotaur. I believe the Minotaur was firing kinetic weapons. Are these hollow points? I thought they were heavy heads, but it looks like they're hollow points. This would have been a... Minotaur would have had a much better matchup against the Water Strider if that's the case than the Scepter did. But either way, judging by the health percentages, I doubt the Baneling's going to have any trouble. So if you're just going to take cosmetic damage... Ooh, there goes a detection pod. That might make a difference. Let's see how the Minotaur's doing. Plenty of holes getting knocked in it. The Baneling uses a lot of heat, which explains why one of the guns is already knocked out. The others are firing away pretty happily. Both the keel and tower turrets are doing well. Engines are happy. Ah. Did I forget a stagger fire on that missile? It's not good. Can we intercept them? One's down. Second one's down. Wow. Baneling's lost a gun. No, that's just the, Oh, we have lost a barrel, but the guns are doing fine. Decoys are doing fine. Missiles are doing fine. Wow. I expected the Minotaur to be taking damage far more quickly, but it looks like it's got a really robust armor scheme on it. Let's see how thick that is. Is that 3 meters of metal? I guess it is mostly empty shell, so that's going to help it a lot too. And it's very low in the water, which will make it difficult for Takir to get a hit on anything. Only the turrets are valid targets. But it looks like we've taken some kind of hit to the AI, because all the guns are down. The turrets aren't aiming. Maybe it lost its wireless transmitter. It's impressive if it has, because it was totally wrapped up in... Ooh, you know what it will have been? will have been the EMP. It wasn't insulated. If the EMP's made its way up through the engine, then computer parts might be falling off, which explains the lack of guns, loss of guns. I don't know if the Scepter has any repair bots. If it doesn't, this might be game. We'll give it a little while, let the Baneling punch a few more holes. That super low in the water. Bad for stability, floating so low in the water, but very good for not getting hit by shells. There goes the detection turret, finally. And that leaves one gun. If we get that one knocked out, we might call it there. Oh, and we lost the torpedo turret too. It's an interesting hit. We've lost up props. I wonder why it was designed with up props when it does so well without them. Maybe for faster speed through the water. Hard to say. The Baneling's doing well, fully repaired. These low-profile turrets have been really effective. I was skeptical initially, because they don't look like they'd be able to stop, say, a stray heat missile hitting from the side, but it seems like that doesn't matter much. It seems like just not getting hit is as good as having armor. I can see the wisdom in that. It's also quite low in the water, which is a good strategy. Any aim points set to target blocks above water, like really any APS shell is going to have, or most crams, most missiles, not that missiles would use it. If you lasers too, probably, if you're targeting blocks above water. What does that leave as clusters go? You can hit the turret caps, which are super low profile, or you could hit the superstructure, maybe go for that little clump of missiles and detections in there, maybe go for the clump of detections at the back, but nothing big like a steam engine is going to get knocked out. And the Minotaur seems to have lost its AI. So fortunately, the expected outcome has occurred, so I don't need to feel bad about potentially biasing the outcome by giving the Minotaur some bigger guns. And Takir will be going to the semi-finals. We're switching to a loser's bracket because it turns out it's easier to record than I thought if I do it at a low resolution. Who knew? So we are going to have a loser's bracket. I'm going to record the rounds for that next. Unfortunately, challenge.com, whatever the website that runs the tournament brackets is, just hates connecting to my computer. It keeps dying. It won't let me start a new tournament to generate another challenge, another tournament bracket with a loser's bracket in it. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna filthily draw it in MS Paint, and yeah, hope that I can get it to run at a different time. So yeah, if you have a proper one to look at now, it means the website was running properly when I did the editing. If you don't have one to look at, it means it wasn't. But I have no way of knowing which it's going to be. But thanks for watching. Well fought, and I'll see you all in the next one. Let's get the video off and the audio off.